Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Washington Huskies and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This would be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis, the Big Ten champs would be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gives it. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era, but certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback changing the play. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Sims. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. On the return. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback will keep it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's Williams to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Out wide left, it's Perry. Touchdown, Huskies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. First play of this drive. They're all over him. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Offense set on 1st down. Hits the hole, it's Hawkins. stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They think there's room to run to the right here. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Williams fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Sims.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, the ground game.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Still on his feet at the 45. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing, Williams. The quick out. He's inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing the lead.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Quarterback keeps it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Huskies have their offense in high gear. DB's right up on the receivers. Gets the back moving. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Between the hashes, it's Perry. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Second and long here. Iamaleava. Look out! Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Touchdown, Washington! Into the end zone for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. The give is to Miller. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
In the backfield, it's Anderson. Could not make his way to the corner.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Pulls it. He'll pitch it. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Motion. Escape! 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 Doc! Check! Doc! Doc! Leak! 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 Williams. Throws to the back. Finds his man. Gets away from one. Finds room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Williams will pass. Got his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Williams to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got it, looking for a first. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Iamaleava to the air again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
He lost it high and deep down the left side.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. One more snap coming before halftime. Sees a crease. He's still on the move. A last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 21 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Golden Bears sneaking at it.
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He's changing the play. They'll open the second half on the ground. able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for running room. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Williams. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. Sweet cut there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Williams. Out wide right, it's Sims. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. 25, blue, ready, landing. Blue, idiot. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Williams looking for a man. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he could have stopped the drive right there with the pick, but he couldn't hold it.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Williams. Back's got it. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. 14. Sweet. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a drive there of 84 yards. and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Near the marker, it's Perry. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Stepping to the right. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Imaliava. Complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Again, it's Iamaleava. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The Trojans use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. third down play from the gun. Rush right in his face. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. From the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They give it back to him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. They're working that left side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Takes the handoff, it's Hawkins. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Bingo, Ruben.
Back has it. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little...
It's blocked. This could be big. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run.
USC 27.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Left side is Cooper. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Huskies! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Motion from the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. This is a designed run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Making the adjustment. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W. Williams.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
Wants to throw one first. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Williams to throw. He'll pull it down. He's past the 30. Taken down.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, running back on the move. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown USC. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The last touchdown only part of the battle. Now the 2-point try to tie the game. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Quarterback changing the play. Williams throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Sims. Finally, they get him out of bounds, and what a big pickup there as they get the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Williams. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.